make sure it pulls up. There's that.
Okay. Yeah, audio is on.
All right.
Yeah. Audio is on.
All right, we are going to glaze 1 to 2 pans of sake cups, depending on how how smoothly this moves, because I think this kiln needs to be loaded by tonight.
And it's going to be with a simplified, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just do a two glaze batch, maybe an accent with something else. But just the 2 primaries. It's dangerous, but it's dangerous because when you're just pairing 2 glazes, if one of them does not work or doesn't match well, then it kind of shoots the whole foot, where the more variation you have, the more ability to...
Chloe. Nope, that's a friend. Quiet. No, ma'am. Okay, I'll get her.
Yeah, I'm going to work on something.
Okay. Hey, Chloe.
All right, what glazes do I have to use? Day cleaning.
Slow, 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 slow. Yes. Yes.
Hey Chloe, are you yelling at your neighbors?
Chloe's safe. Chloe, come, please.
Did you find some tape yet?
I'm gonna get that now.
All right. I haven't made glazes in quite a while. Get some of these things fresh. All right. So when you work the glazes out on paper, it is better than trying to work them out in your head while you work, because when you're working, every time you have to stop and think through something, it just adds so much time. And so the goal is to try to get all of that done paper first, and that way when you go to work, it's just very efficient to just go through and trust the system. So I think it takes roughly 100 grams to do a half coat on 8 cups. Oh, thanks, babe.
Mm-hmm. That looks good. I like the clips on the clipboard. Ha ha ha.
The clipboard. A board full of clips. Oh, there was a spider living in the, little wolf spider living in the tape reel. He's making his way under the cups. Oh, stop. There he goes. Okay, the important part is that we need to do 2 food safe glazes on the for the primary and the secondary, since we're only doing the 2. You can usually get a little more freedom when you have more glazes for different effects, but if I'm only going to use 2 in an accent, then those 2 glazes need to be food safe, and from there maybe we'll use an accent on the outside and as a decorative glaze. It's a good move. It expands your palette for color options. So food safe. No, yes, 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 nope, yes, no, yes, no, yes. 36 is a no. If I question it, it's a no. If I haven't tested it, it's a no. And I think that's where my limitation is going to come in right now, because I'm running low. All right, thank you so much.
Oh, hey, you got some people saying hello.
What's up, y'all? I don't see the screen right now.
I think it's Ayani.
Ayani?
Ayani says, bro, hello, where are you from? What do you do?
All right, well, I'm from Gulfport, Mississippi, and I'm working on creating a virtual studio space, a place where I can work open, be here, free to come in, stop by, see what I'm doing. Most pottery processes are really, especially if you're in a form of production, it's really monotonous. So you do the same thing, like if you wanted to make one thing, then you do a whole lot of one step and then move them all to the next step in batches. And so for the most part, you can stop in at any point and kind of watch for a few minutes, and you see the whole process of glazing something, throwing something, trimming something. If you want to sit and watch that one process over and over. You know, typically they take about 1 to 2 hours to you know, just to do one part of one batch, and that's all you do. Show up, check it out for a few minutes, and we're new here. You know, opening our pottery studio up, and so it just comes down to come in, interact. When you get it, and you go on, and we're learning how to share that process easier, quicker. Hopefully soon we'll be able to start doing pre-scheduled. We'll actually schedule what we're doing, share better what we're doing, keep the story, you know, get the story more detailed. That was hot. That was hot. 30. Alright, this is what I got. 31. 21 is a white glaze. 1 is my lavender turquoise. It's 30, but it's been giving me some issues, and so I keep it as usually an underlayer or on top of a runner, just to give it a little bit more flux to soften out. It performs beautifully in my gas kiln, but in the electric kilns, it doesn't do. It has not done so well, and so all I can think is the hard brick kiln gives it just a little bit more of a soak in that end of fire maturity, just to, like, you know, just really does a beautiful job. But I think the electric kilns with the soft brick, they don't hold heat. You know, they're just heavily insulated, but they're so light that they don't hold a lot of thermal mass, and so they'll drop temperature in a day. Like the whole kiln will cool down in a day, where the gas kiln, it'll take, you know, a good 4 or 5 days to cool down. 9, 17, 31, 6. 31 is a beautiful crystal glaze, but if you put it on the inside, the thermal expansion is so extreme that it'll crack the cup from the base. So I keep it light. 4 and 6. So we've got white, 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 white. There's cream, dark, exterior. All right, let's do a 5, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna map them out. Right now I've got three. All right, so this will be our layout here. For this shelf, and this shelf is 35.
I think that camera.
Oh, hit it.
Wait,
So,
wait. I got a transition.
Oh, do the. There you go.
There we go.
Works.
What is
All right.
that now? 35 by 35?
All right, so this is kiln shelf 35, and this is the layout where the bricks are gonna go. And so I've got 4 and 4, 4 and 4, and these just run all the way across. And then I have 6 and 6, so I just cut out that middle part, and then what we'll do is we'll glaze. We'll pick our primaries going across and then our secondaries going down, and we'll just create a grid. We'll create a grid system where we have 2 shelves, and we'll pick our glazes, and then we'll run a cross, little cross. What I don't know what that
Cross
is.
section.
A blend. It's not really a true blend, but But anyways, we'll do that, and that way every cup will be glazed with a different glaze combination. And I don't typically do a pair. I don't usually do a pair of glazes like this. Normally I'll do 4 glazes, but we're in a rush. We got to get them out, and all the cups that we have prepared are really, really some of my best pieces. And so I think what it'll be good to do is kind of mix those in with some simpler glazes, and that I think is going to give a really nice group of pieces to send out. So not everybody likes the same thing. I have not gotten into single glazing, like using a single glaze. I've got a lot of them that would do well, but I really enjoy having pieces that are so diverse that it just has a lot of, each piece has a lot more character than a single glaze. I don't dress as well as my cups.
Speaking of that, I'm uncomfortable.
All right. So we have here, let me go find another pan of cups that fits the same format. Oh man, these are different because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These papers were 2 different papers, so they don't match up. Alright, so this would be exactly the same. Let me find some more cups real quick. Oh, I have some in here, I think. These are all porcelain. Porcelain. All right, let's do a pan of porcelain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. see if I can. Turn the screen. Alright, now I can see the screen. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're well. Let me know if you have any questions, and if I look up and see them, I'll try to fit them into whatever is going on in my head. And we're going to go ahead and switch to five. All right. So this here is was a pan of porcelain. And for some reason, there wasn't enough to fill the shelf. So let me go find some others. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's up, TK? What's up, man? Appreciate it. I'll be back. I'm trying to put together the rest of this shelf. Oh, that is a camera there. So, nice. Yeah, these we got these going. Everybody, this is my buddy TK.
What's up?
We're getting prepped also to get some live stream disc throwing in.
That'd be right.
But yeah, so I've got the two cameras, my main one, and then the secondary. I stripped everything down last night, or all day yesterday to get everything erased, because it kept just giving me problems. I got both cameras renamed into the foundation of the computer, so they would show up as different cameras, because they're both the same camera, and the computer reads them as one, and it just kept messing up my setup. So
I like those. They're not in the way at all. They're like really slim.
Yeah, and then the gimbal, the Osmo Pocket, because you got that gimbal head that carries the camera, then you can just move it around.
That's cool.
But yeah, so right now we just finished glazing a set of containers. We got to get those out by April 5th.
Oh yeah.
So it's like rush. But then I'm also short on sake cups, so I thought I'd do 2 more pans. So
yeah, somebody order those.
Yeah, Top Drawer has a new shop they're renovating, and I don't remember which one, but yeah, he wanted some small containers, and I didn't want to break this set because this was being prepped to go into the to the gas kiln. So yeah, I'll just scavenge through the studio, and then I was able to get these done. And this is what we glazed Monday.
Nice.
Both of those. And so yeah, man, you see this room?
Yeah.
It's gonna take me a whole day. I'll do a live stream, and here just be like, I'm cleaning this mess.
Oh yeah.
Because this has been the overflow of that room because I had to get as much as I can out.
Made its way over to this side.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we're excited. We're moving forward with it.
That's good.
And, I'm gonna find some pick some of these sake cups out of here just to fill this.
Uh-huh.
And then we pulled all of our glazes and we're gonna map those out. And hopefully we'll have all these glazed by the end of the day.
Sweet.
Get them in the kiln.
Good. Take it easy.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
If you want to throw those discs, they're in the bucket over there if you need to practice.
I'll be good. If you're around tomorrow, we'll throw some.
Sounds good.
Take
care.
it easy.
All right, I think I can find 8 more cups. If I could, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I do find a larger cup, I could drop those in. Get my mic back. Let me get my mic back on. All right. What am I looking for? Larger cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go with this one. Oh no, everything is reversed. Look at that spiral. So what we'll do is, let's do 6 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 8 down here. Five, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, if I could find one more porcelain cup, I know I can do it. I'll switch these out since they're larger, bring the porcelain down. And that way we can keep track. Three, 4, and then a brick. 1, 2. So I'll use one more large cup, one more, find one more porcelain. All right, one large. And I'm honestly doubting this might be a porcelain. It might be a white stoneware. I wish I could have been as comfortable as Mr. Rogers when TK came by. But I still get nervous live streaming, so it is what it is. But I've made a lot of progress in getting more and more comfortable, and I appreciate the challenge of trying. It's difficult, but I think there's a lot of reward to making this step. All right, that's a small cup, but I used to pack the gas kiln. Every time I fire the gas kiln, I would pack everything. I kid you not, it'd be like millimeters apart. 30 cubic foot of space, and I would put as many pieces as I could in that place. And but the cost is so high to run that kiln. And the electric kiln, so easy. You just load it in there, push some buttons, walk away. If the breaker doesn't pop, then everything will be great. If it pops, then you have no idea what's going to happen. So, but it is nice being able to loosen things up when you make a mistake, or if there's an error and a cup falls off. It's not like, you know, knocking through a bunch of them. My fail rate historically is so high. I could say I have, well, I can't say I've lost more pieces than I've got out. But I've had kiln loads where, you know, I'd put in a few hundred pieces and maybe get 5 or 6 out of it. I had this one idea to make, you know, to try to follow this other potter. He made a kiln on a trailer that you could tote around, and he did it out of fiber wool, fiber blanket. But I've always wanted to do a salt kiln, and so I made this big, beautiful, you know, fiber kiln lid, and the salt just started eroding the fabric, and it just started raining down the kiln, every piece. And you know, those are hard losses. All right, so we've got 2 kilns. We've got 2 plates of cups. This one here is going to follow the same pattern. 4 rows. Brick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brick. A little effort goes a long way. If you can find something that you want, or you want to be, or you want to change, it just takes a little effort and a lot of consistency. All right, that's what we got. I had to strip 2 papers in half because I don't have any more templates, and my computer's out here and all my drives are inside, and so I just stripped 2 of them in half and stuck them together. So it turned out to be 2 different models. One of them is larger, or one of them has fewer boxes, the other one has more. And but anyways, this is what we're at. We're gonna this represents these two pans of cups that are matched up. And what we'll do is I'm going to pick which glazes are going to go on it, and then we're going to run them across and then run them down, and then maybe think of some accents. So I'm going to work through that real quick, or real slow, however long it takes. Let me run through these real quick and make sure they work. Check, check, 2, check, 3, check. Okay. Also, let's test this. I'm gonna do a break. I'm gonna do a break for a few minutes. I'm gonna do. Let's see what kind of break options they give us. I think I just put in a break. I need my mouse. And then YouTube says how long I'm on a break for. So let's see. I'm gonna say break. 1 minute. We'll do a 1 minute break just to test it. All right, I'll be back in 1 minute. All right, so now we're on break, but I don't know. It says my audio is still active, so that's something we can check out. This is a little 2-minute video, so it'll only probably watch half of it. But this is one of my little sake cup videos. Well, this is the newer sippers, so they're a little bit larger. But the break, YouTube's break says you can take a break. It'll play a video or show an image of your choosing. And then when you take a break, it'll say how long you're taking a break. And that's the end of our break. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to say resume. Resume. Break has ended. We just took our first 1 minute break. Just to see if it works. So we'll be able to go back and check to see if it played the video's audio,
Okay.
or if you could still hear my voice.
Okay. Did you talk a little bit during it?
I talked during the whole thing.
Okay.
Because I go, well, it was just a test, but if, I think this should come down, but
nice.
if they, okay, quick side note. So if we turn the volume up, then it's going to encourage me to talk lower. If we turn the audio down, then it would either encourage me to talk louder, which could give that whole, like, it just personifies confidence when you talk louder because you're having to say, this is what I'm going to say. But then it would keep me from like running my voice off. Or hopefully it would keep me from like running my voice off whenever I'm finishing a statement or something, where I go, oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's it. Cheers.
Finish that statement.
Yeah. So that was a rabbit hole. What was the other thing I was saying?
I took a break. Let's see what the time.
Oh, if I turn the audio down, it'll encourage me to talk louder. And maybe if I got used to that, then it would be something that helped encourage better public speaking. better public speaking. You want to take back over, or are you just stopping in?
Yeah.
I think right now everything is,
Good.
it's just, it's just boring, I think I'm going to ruin the art world by showing everybody that if you take a 3-month art project and you put it into a 3-minute video, it's going to look like the most amazing thing you could ever imagine. But the reality is it is this slow. Or maybe I'm just the slowest potter. I am the slowest potter.
Well, then we could put your
It's because I overthink everything. The thinker potter. All right, so I need to get these glazes mapped so I can get started. I've got 2 identical pans. I have one of a stoneware. I believe it's a white stoneware. I believe these are porcelain, but then I'm still seeing different colors in this clay. So I really think that this is a white stoneware, and maybe this is a porcelain, but they all could be. Man, I'm seeing some texture in some of them, but not all of them. No, I'm pretty certain now. These are not porcelain. These are a white stoneware, which makes me wonder if that is. Who knows? Who cares?
I think someone from Kyrgyzstan said hello.
I don't. Yeah, I would need. That sparks a lot of questions.
There was a beautiful woman on the ship from Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
She could really sing. Pretty cool.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the outsides are all going to receive 3. Only get 3 cups. So maybe I'll do my riskiest patches on those. 9 is going to go on the outside.
Yeah, I see the break.
What is the audio saying? Or what is the audio for it?
I can go check on my phone right now. So far, 83 views and 4 people watching it. All right, I'll check on my phone for the break. Some feedback. Oh, that's TK? Oh, TK
Mhm.
came in?
Mm-hmm.
Was he cool being online?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he jumped in, gave him a walkthrough, and yeah, kind of gave him a rundown of what we had going on. Where is the glaze that I'm looking for? I think it has to be. Here it is. 25.
Joe's procedure is at 2 p.m. So they're just still waiting.
Nice. Yeah, I've never looked up what it would be to put in a pacemaker. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Four for 6. This is very critical. Choosing glazes. You put one bad glaze in there, and you could instantly, set 8 cups, to be held back for either repair or refire. Some of which may not come back from. So yeah, picking glazes is important. If you have a glaze, like what would it look like to put both of those glazes together? We don't know. I certainly don't know. And I don't know if I don't even know if I have any more of that 16 left. So you just keep moving through life, making your choices, and That is a really pretty glaze. How detailed are these for y'all? Can y'all see those very well? That color with my hand shaking. I think the more you try to not shake your hand, the more it shakes. That's a pretty glaze. But it is toxic. Toxic. All right, 31, 21. Let's go with a let's go with a 41. I got a 41 in there. Nine. Oh, that 25 is pretty. One, two, three, four left. Oh, there it is. Hmm. One more. What time is it, babe?
12:35. Whoa.
No worries.
Wind. Zoinks.
Come on, I just need one more glaze.
So during the break, no music, but I could hear your vocals just perfectly.
Okay. Now I wonder if the overlay that you put in your browsers, because YouTube is saying, what video do you want to play for your break? You can do a picture or a video. And so I picked a video.
Yeah.
What if we uploaded a video? I don't know if you can have a transparent video. Like if we played our own videos through OBS with the audio and then just figured out how to get their break icon. But the break icon may have to have either an overlay or a video uploaded. So what we could do is make our own break icon. Because they said something like when you play a break, they play ads to potential clients, which they say is for revenue, but we don't get any revenue from YouTube anyway. So I thought we could just put our own breaks up, put a timer, and then return and just leave the stream on. Essentially play our own break through OBS. I'm going to take one more pass to look for a glaze back here. But I think 26 is toxic. 39, 44. uh, 41. All right, I think I found one. All right, I think we are done. I think we are done and have all the glazes picked out, but I think it is time for some food. And so let me convert these to another tray. We'll get them set up right here. I'll kick all these out of this space. All right. Do you trust that table?
I do. Do you?
All right, 35 is going this way. I brought 2 in here. Oh, I think I used them for the other pieces. You see how I said that? Oh, I think there's 2 in here. Oh, but I used 1 for those other pieces. And it's like, you used 2 of what? Like, I left out the main subject of my thought process. It's like in my head, I go, oh, where's the other shelf? But I don't think shelf verbally. I just, you know, I'm just seeing, I'm just looking in my head at what I'm wanting.
Yeah.
The shelf, the tray, metal tray, the wire tray, the cooling rack, you know? I don't know. There's real names for these. There's real names for these things, right?
The wire cooling rack.
Like if I said, I'm looking for my wire cooling rack, then you would know, oh, I know exactly what he's looking for. But I didn't say anything. I just said, I'm looking for my, you know, oh, I said I had 2. I had 2 of something and I'm looking for 1. And then I go, oh, that's right. I used 1 over there. So I go through this thing, but I leave out the main subject.
You're not the only one. You're just trying to overcome.
Well, I think that's just the art of storytelling. You know, I'm not a storyteller yet. So I have to learn to tell a story. I need to flatten this, and I think that some of these need to be flattened, but I don't even know if it could make it through a... Yep, I think that's just fine.
All right, I'm going to go in and heat up lunch.
All right. I think I'll go with you. Okay. Because I love you. All right, I'm gonna move these up. Give them a little more space for glazing. Move these out. Take my little ticket. Come on. I am so impatient. I want everything to just work perfectly. It's like, why shouldn't it? Well, because you ain't never done it before. All right, that looks good. Let's move these up. We know that they fit. And we're just going to trust that. There's going to be a space in there. 3, 4. So we're going to shut this down, and when we come back, we will be ready to roll. We've already got our glazes all mapped out right here. So this is what it's going to be looking like when we get those done. And I'm gonna get these glazes mixed up before we get back, just to try to be a little kinder to impatience. And we'll try to be ready to jump in this. Ooh, I'm excited about that one. Look how clean that one is. See, because I chose the camera on this side, it's so bright outside that I need the bright light to fill the room, that when I hold up a cup, the cup is just washed out because it's white. And if I turn it, you can kind of see the shape of it. But what I really need is like better better lighting. But that's my perfectionism speaking. But we have learned that it's okay to be a perfectionist, but you can't be stagnant. If you're stagnant and you're not doing what you want to be doing, then you've got to let go of that perfection and then reserve it for the things that you want to make perfect, like the way these cups are lined up on the shelf. Babe, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh my goodness.
Leela is the best support for a crazy person like myself. Y'all make sure y'all support Leela and send her kind comments, because she is definitely outside of her comfort zone also. Getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. All right, let's be done. Thank you all for coming in. We're still treating this as a soft opening studio virtual experience. We're trying to just turn on the, open the doors, turn on the videos, and just be present and be here. We thank you all if you find this process enjoyable, entertaining, ASMR, whatever you get out of it. Thank you for being here, and we look forward to growing together. Take care. We're gonna go get some food. Sustenance.